Hi, Vittorio. Are you working overtime today again?
Oh, hi Loretta. Sorry, I was just about to contact you and tell you myself, you see. I'm currently busy right now with the project I'm working on, but one of our team members says he can't work overtime today, so it was decided I would take his place.
That's what you say. But in reality, you're just so bad at your job that you have to do overtime to finish, right?
I don't think I'm that bad at my job, but...
Anyways, you're going to come home late today, right?
Yep. Judging by what I still have left to do, it'll probably be past 10 when I get home.
Is that so? If that's the case, then I'm going to leave the house and leave you the divorce papers.
What? The divorce papers?
I want to get divorced with you.
What are you suddenly talking about, Loretta?
Sorry, but I've already decided that I'm going to divorce you.
I'm telling you, what in the world are you talking about? I'm trying to ask why it is that you want to get divorced. It feels like you suddenly splashed a bucket of cold water on my face, so explain yourself.
You see, I got proposed to by my boyfriend.
What? Your boyfriend?
Yeah, today was our 1-year anniversary. We've been going out for a year now. We went to a restaurant with a nice view of the city at night, and that's when he said that he wanted to get married to me. To be honest with you, I've been waiting for this moment for so long. I had already decided that I would get divorced with you as soon as he proposes to me.
Hold on, Loretta. This means that you cheated on me, right?
No, it's not like that. This isn't cheating because we love each other from the bottom of our hearts.
Oh, so you're going to use that excuse if it's not cheating, if it's true love?
Huh? What in the world are you talking about?
That's what almost everyone who cheats says when they're caught. They don't like how the word cheating sounds because it makes them seem like they did something wrong, which in reality, they did. But they deny it by saying that it isn't wrong because it's true love or whatever.
Huh? What's your problem? Why are you suddenly just accepting that I'm divorcing you? You're not even a little mad that your wife got stolen from you by another man?
Well, to be honest, I do feel a little shocked, but you just told me that you're cheating on me a bit too openly. So I kind of feel calm and a little exasperated. I mean, I guess this also means that I didn't really love you anymore. And I was just kind of living with you because you were my wife. I didn't realize it now, but you opened my eyes with this news of yours.
Is that so? Well, that's all I wanted to tell you. I don't care what you think anymore because I found someone so much better than you. You can do whatever you want from now on, for all I care.
That's so. Well, I'll ask you just in case, but you're not going to tell me later on that you actually don't want to get divorced when you were the one who asked for it, right?
Of course I won't. You see, my boyfriend is highly valued at his company and is soon to get a promotion. Unlike you, he isn't as useless to be told by his company to move to their subsidiary company as a demotion after your current project is finished.
I'm getting demoted. Where did you get that information?
You said it yourself, right? That your company was telling you to move to the subsidiary company once you were done with your current project?
That just means I was chosen to be one of the founding members of our new subsidiary company. It doesn't actually mean that I'm getting demoted.
Shut up. Unlike you, my boyfriend is both handsome and competent. And he's headed straight for a promotion. If you want to get back together with me, then you have to get a higher position in your company than him.
It seems like you've got no intention of listening to what I actually have to say.
Yep, I don't. I heard that truly competent people never work overtime. But you, on the other hand, are so incompetent that you work overtime almost every day. Not only that, but you're going to be moved to a subsidiary company once your current project is over. Someone like that doesn't deserve to be my husband, no matter how you look at it. I don't want to have to listen to a piece of trash like you.
I don't deserve to be your husband, huh? Well, now that I think about it, I seriously don't understand why you think so highly of yourself. I mean, you can't even support yourself with that salary you earn from that part-time job of yours. Anyway, I still have work to do, so I'll end our conversation here.
What? So what if I don't earn enough money to support myself? I only got a job in the first place because you kept complaining about how I just laid around all day. It's not my job to support myself in the first place anyways. It's yours as my husband. You're just so incompetent that you can't even earn enough money to do that. My new boyfriend, on the other hand, is different. Once we get married, I'll never have to work a day again in my life and do whatever I want all day.
Yeah. What makes you think I wanted to hear all that by then?
Vittorio? Hey, I still have more stuff I want to tell you. Don't just go. You're going to agree to the divorce, right? At least answer that. Vittorio, this is why people always call you incompetent. Hey, you didn't turn in the divorce papers yet? But I want to get divorced with you as soon as possible, though.
What? I mean, it's not like you can just immediately marry this boyfriend, you know?
I know. It's a law that I have to wait at least 100 days after I get divorced until I marry him, right? But I want to finish that 100 days as soon as possible. Which is why I also want to get divorced with you as soon as possible. Come on, don't you even get that? Seriously, you're incompetent not just with work, but with stuff like this as well. Jesus, you make me hate you more and more by the day.
Yeah, but there's not going to be any progress until you tell me who this guy you're cheating on me with is, right?
Huh? It's none of your business. Why do you need to know who my boyfriend is anyways? You can't tell me what to do now that we're divorced.
We're not divorced yet, you idiot.
What? But you're just too afraid of losing me and won't turn in the divorce papers. Please just hurry up and turn in those divorce papers. Oh, and could you leave that house you're currently living in?
What in the world are you talking about?
I mean, the location of that house is perfect, right? I just can't let go of such a comfortable place to live in, you know. Not only that, but you're going to be single after we get divorced, right? You don't need an apartment that big with 3 bedrooms, a living room, and a dining room.
Well, that's true, but this is a company-owned apartment, which means that you won't be able to live here once we get divorced.
Why not?
Do you have to be family of a company employee to live here? Seriously, can't you even figure that out for yourself?
Oh, so that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have to make you take all the stuff you left lying around here as well.
That's not going to be a problem.
Why is that? I mean, you just work a part-time job that has nothing to do with my company, right?
I'm not going to tell you why.
Huh?
Anyways, you're going to be leaving that house, right?
Well, yeah, I guess. I'll be single after we get divorced, so I'll have to leave this apartment, since one of the conditions of living here is that you're going to be bringing in family with you.
Alright, then that means that either way, that house is going to be mine.
Huh?
Never mind. Just turn in the divorce papers for me. That's the last thing I'm going to ask of you.
Hey, Loretta. I just turned in the divorce papers earlier.
Oh, so you finally turned them in. Jesus, it took you 2 months. Seriously, 2 months? Why didn't you turn them in sooner? Did you think that if you delayed turning them in, my feelings might change and I would cancel the divorce? Wow. I guess you really are incompetent from start to finish. You see, a truly competent person wouldn't just wait around hoping for something to happen. They would set things into motion and make it happen themselves.
Anyway, I also found out who you were cheating on me with.
Huh?
His name is Benedetto Barone, right? He works on the same project as me and we're on the same team.
What? You found out?
Yep. Benedetto also works for me at the company. I'm his boss.
You're his boss?
Yeah, I'm the project leader. And Benedetto is just a regular member of the team with no special positions.
No way. But he told me that he was your boss at the company.
Well, he did always complain how he had to work under me while I was younger than him. He was probably too proud to admit to you that it was actually the other way round.
What?
The reason I found out that it was Benedetto is because you've been giving me hints as to who it was from time to time.
What? Did I really tell you that much?
Well, first of all, the way you always say I'm incompetent. Well, you see, Benedetto always calls me that as well for some reason, even though I'm his boss. You've been spending time with him, right? That's why you probably picked it up from him. You see, I don't know whether you're conscious of this or not, but it was bugging me how for some reason the two of you were so alike.
Is that it?
No, I have more evidence. The day which you mentioned the divorce to me was also a hint. You see, on that day, Benedetto ignored the work he had to do and went home at 5, instead of doing overtime like he was supposed to. By the way, that's why I had to work overtime that day. Not because I was so incompetent that I couldn't finish my work in time. So, I asked one of the other employees about it, and apparently he was going to propose to a girl he's been going out with. That's when a few hours later you texted me saying that you wanted to get divorced with me, since you got proposed to by your boyfriend.
Huh? But that could all just be a coincidence, you know?
Well, that's true. There's data saying that in Italy a couple gets married once every 50 seconds. I guess the number of proposals is a bit lower than that, but it should mean that it still happens at a similar rate, right?
Yeah, so stop talking like you know for sure who it is. You don't have any concrete proof it's him, do you? I know you probably want to make him pay an alimony, but too bad.
But I'm not done.
What? You still have more?
It was our conversation about the company-owned apartment that made me certain it was him. I said that you wouldn't be able to live in this house anymore once you get divorced with me, right? But for some reason, you were talking as if you would be able to live in this house after you got divorced. That must mean that whoever this was you were cheating on me with was an employee at my company.
Huh? Did I say something like that?
After that, I hired a detective agency to find out who it was you were cheating on me with and gather evidence. At the same time, I hired a lawyer to handle the divorce.
Huh? A lawyer? Don't you think that's a bit of an overreaction?
Even you know that you have to pay an alimony if you cheat on your husband, right?
Well, yeah, but Benedetto said that he is going to be promoted soon and be given a larger salary, so he's going to pay for my alimony as well.
Benedetto's getting promoted. Where did you get that information? Oh, never mind, you heard it from Benedetto himself, didn't you?
But I heard that Benedetto was going to be given a managing position at the subsidiary company you were going to be sent to as a demotion.
What? Not only is he not going to get promotion, but he was fired, you know.
he was fired?
Let me explain first. First of all, you seem to think that I'm getting demoted when my company says that they're relocating me to a subsidiary company. But in reality, it just meant that the project team that me and Benedetto were part of is going to become its own subsidiary company. You see, the employees who were asked to join this project team were basically receiving a promotion.
A promotion?
Yes, provided that they didn't mess up while working on the project, like Benedetto did. By the way, I became a department head starting from today.
Huh?
You see, as the subsidiary company was started today with our CEO as the project owner, your Benedetto, who you love so much, wasn't there.
But he told me that he was headed straight for a promotion.
He was lying to you. On the other hand, what I'm telling you right now is the truth. Besides, he was fired before the subsidiary company even took off.
What? Why was he fired?
If you'll allow me to borrow you and Benedetto's words, it's because he was incompetent.
Huh? He was incompetent?
You see, the only reason he was asked to join this project team in the first place was because he stole the work of other employees and made it seem like it was his own.
What?
It looks like he was talented at sucking up to his superiors and stealing others' work to make it seem like his own. But once he actually joined the project team and had to actually work, he was completely useless.
But he said himself that he was headed straight for a promotion.
Maybe he thought that just becoming a member of a major project like this was guaranteed to give him a promotion later on. But too bad for him, I guess. Because whether you get promoted or not depends on the work you do while you're actually a member of the project team. It looks like Benedetto didn't understand this, so everyone in the company's evaluation of him suddenly dropped. Not only that, but we found out about how he had stolen others' work in the past. So he was ultimately fired.
Vittorio? If what you're saying is true, then I don't mind getting back together with you.
And why is that? Didn't you tell me yourself that you weren't going to try and get back together with me in the future?
Yeah, but that's because I thought Benedetto had a higher rank in your company than you, which is why I went with him in the first place. I mean, you got a promotion, right? On the other hand, Benedetto was fired. I can't just marry an unemployed person, you know. I think the best option for the both of us would be to just go back to our old lives. Why don't we just forget all of this ever happened, shall we?
Why?
Huh? What do you mean, why? Because I don't want to get married to an unemployed man.
But I'm too incompetent, remember? I'm so incompetent that I can't understand a word you say, so all I can say in return is, why?
Stop joking around.
Why?
Seriously? You're still going to say that?
But you haven't answered my question yet. If you have no intention of answering me, then I think I'll just go now.
What do you mean, answer your question? What kind of answer should I give you?
Well, I guess you'll have to talk to my lawyer from now on. Unlike me, he's very competent, you see.
Vittorio!
Oh, and I sent all of your stuff that you left here to Benedetto's apartment.
What? No way.
Well then, bye. Immediately after this, my ex-wife Loretta tried barging into the company-owned apartment that we used to live in, but I had already moved at the same time the subsidiary company was launched. It looks like Loretta didn't think of this though, and so she repeatedly rang the doorbell and banged and kicked on the front door. Eventually, someone called the police on her, and they had to come take her away. Luckily for her, she got off with a warning. But because of this, Benedetto found out that she wanted to get back together with me, and so they got into a huge fight. That's when the alimony I asked from them arrived. Both of the alimonies, the one I asked from Benedetto and the one I asked from Loretta, arrived on time at a later date. being paid up front. But it looks like it was enough to completely use up both of their savings. Not only that, but since both of their parents had cut ties with them, they had no choice but to continue living with each other. Loretta now works multiple part-time jobs, supporting Benedetto, who is finding it difficult to find a new job. Apparently, they constantly have fights every day.